Hey, what up ladies and gents, your favorite Asian robot right here. As you know, there was no show this morning because I'm going to the doctor's, but I wanted to cover the latest Dev Note 11 for you guys because they have given a preview of Hotfix 1.0.7 and it is looking pretty darn fantastic, so I'm actually kind of excited about it, alright? In the background, you'll also hear Luna's playlist from the official YouTube channel, so you can check it out if you want to hear the tunes that I'm playing right now. Okay, let's talk about this. The director of the First Descendant, Min-seok Ju, has basically given a comment about what they're planning for Hotfix 1.0.7, which is arriving next week on Tuesday, August 13th. First of all, they're going to be adjusting the options for the infiltration operations on hard mode. Okay, give me 1 second. Actually, let me just adjust that window a little bit so that you guys can have an easier read. Okay, there we go. That's a little better, isn't it? They are here to share the preview of Hotfix 1.0.7. They're adjusting the options for the infiltration operation on hard mode. The grappling hook disabled and jump disabled options will be removed entirely from the selection list, and the select all option will no longer be deselected when changes are made after selecting all the options. Moreover, they're planning to further make improvements for the infiltration operation for hard mode in Season 1. This includes removing the occupation type tasks and focusing more on eliminations. This will actually help speedrunning, especially when we're trying to get through some of these operations as quickly as possible. So their idea and their goal here is to make sure that we can smoothly, go through and really enjoy the farming experience rather than having to sit around and occupy something, which is why the hard mode missions actually differ from the normal mode missions. So that is something that they're planning, and I'm actually really excited to see that happen. So that sounds pretty good. They're also replacing the random combinations of options with preset selections and expanding the matchmaking parameters. So hopefully matchmaking with some options will be coming in as well. I think that that'll be really cool, as it could change up score modifiers and things like that and, increase the experience for other people, but that could be pretty cool. That being said, these changes are arriving in Season 1. The changes that are arriving in Hotfix 1.0.7 are the grappling hook disabled and jump disabled options, okay? These will be removed from the selection list. All right, now let's go on to the next one. They're going to be talking about content adjustments. They're going to be adding some extra time for us to choose the restart option after completing the intercept battles, and also for special operations, infiltration operations, the same thing will happen. So the restart option tends to go away pretty quickly. Now we can have a longer time period to just restart it with our crew. Okay, and also for our preferences, restarting with the squad or restarting alone buttons will be provided. This will be excellent for whenever we're playing like intercepts and things like that, just to confirm, because sometimes it doesn't drag people along or there can be problems with that. Restarting with the squad would be really good. All right, now they're also making restarting alone will also benefit those in public matchmaking, because let's say you got a really good team that seems to work together. Rather than having a random matchmaking experience again, you can restart together with the squad. And if you don't get a good team, restart alone. All right. Additionally, they're making characters invincible when standing on hazardous areas after intercepts are done. All right. So this will be like, the murder water in like the Pyromaniac fields, Dead Bride fields, all those areas. You don't have to stand in the murder water anymore. So, and you won't die while standing in the murder water to just use the reconstruction device. So for glass cannon builds that are relying on that, that's good for you. But I do not like glass cannons anyway, so it's okay. The difficulty of the Frostwalker mechanism will be adjusted so that we can enjoy this void intercept battle in public matchmaking more easily. This is coming in 1.0.7, so look forward to it next week. I really do hope they'll change the Frostwalker mechanic, because a lot of people have complained about it, and it is a tough one when you're running in public, and so many people hit a stumbling block with that. So I hope that this will actually help people out, and it might actually help people, feel more confident about the game, especially because it doesn't feel good to have your progress gated at Frostwalker. So this is pretty good. In special operations, AFK players will automatically be moved to the abort selection during the interim review. Also, monsters' HP will be reduced, and more ammo will be dropped easily in void fusion reactors. This is something that people have complained about quite a bit, because in void fusion reactors they run out of ammo. However, the monster HP, I'm not so sure on that, because quite frankly, most of the monster fights, even in hard mode, are pretty easy as long as you upgrade your stuff. If you upgrade your stuff, then in general you should be okay. But I guess a lot of people are feeling like the void fusion reactors are really tough. They can't really complete them really well. So Fair enough. I mean, a few of them have been difficult even for me, but for the most part, once I upgraded my guns and my Descendant, it was okay. All right. So I would really recommend, if anyone is struggling right now, upgrade your guns, upgrade your Descendant. You'll have no trouble with most of it, but it is still a welcome change because having more ammo dropped would really help out a lot of people. Monster spawn intervals are now shortened in Void Fragments with the Poison attribute located in Echo Swamp Derelict Covert. So this is actually going to really help. And hopefully, you know, when we go through that, you know, instead of like having slow spawns, we'll have spawns just coming out so that people won't have to go to the bunny cave and just hop over there just to get inorganic fragments. Like, you know, this will work a lot better, maybe, but we'll see. This is coming in 1.07. They're also going to address the issue where weapon proficiency is not gained for equipped weapons using unique weapons such as Luna's stage presence. They are also going to have some usability improvements. They'll be enhancing the farming experience with several improvements. In Hotfix 1.0.7, they're adding a feature that allows us to quickly identify key information about your equipment by looking at the icons in the inventory. You'll be able to see how many ultimate options an item has without opening its tooltip and identifying the attributes and archetype of reactors through the icons. So they don't want us to have to hover over the thing. They just want us to be able to tell at a glance, okay, what does this have? What does this have? What does this have? Additionally, they're speeding up the tooltip display to help us sort through valuable items more efficiently. One last thing, from the previous patch note where they discussed plans to support build diversity, they've noticed some discussions in the community about how this is going to happen. So they've actually given us a preview of what is coming, and it's pretty important. What they plan to do is that they want to support build diversity in a more user-friendly manner. This means that if you prefer to use the same socket type on loadouts page 1, 2, and 3, your current setup, whatever you have now, will not change. Socket type assignments will only be required if you want different types of sockets for each loadout. That being said, you can now change sockets for each loadout. I don't know if this will cost an additional crystallization catalyst. It really shouldn't, since we've already catalyzed once, but I'm really interested to see how they'll implement this change, what will happen with this change, and how it's going to work going forward. Because this way I could have my farming build for Bunny and then a super ideal bossing build, which I think will be really sick. So, you know, I'm very eager to see all this come in, and quite excited actually. So yeah. So let me know what you guys think about these changes. I would really love to hear your feedback. Leave your feedback in the comments. All right. Devs take a look at all materials and all things like that. So the more feedback you give, the better. Share your feedback. Let us know what's going on. What are your thoughts on all this kind of stuff? Thank you very much. Again, apologies that there was no stream this morning. Again, going to the doctors, and I will get my health sorted out soon. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the lung infection is healing, but I do need the antibiotics to just make sure the infection goes away. So thank you all for putting up with me all this entire time. Thank you to all of our lovely channel members, and of course our top supporters for August. Don't worry, you guys will be getting a full shout out in my next video. Assuming I have time to create my next video. I hope so, but we'll see. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good one. I'll catch you in the evening, okay? Bye-bye.